Monday. Welcome to episode 11 of Cook with Kate, week 3. We're coming into week 3 now, and we've done 10 full days of Cook with Kate Facebook Lives. We're going to do another week this week leading up to Easter, and then I think we're going to do an Easter special. Set myself a bit of a challenge this week in that I am just going to do recipes with ingredients that are already in my kitchen. So no shopping this week. So I've looked around and I've found 5 recipes I can make with ingredients that are already here, and we've put them on the Facebook feed, so you'll be able to find them if you want to come to cook along with me for the rest of the week. So just a quick introduction. My name's Kate Percy. I'm founder of Kate Percy's Real Fast Food, live streaming every day during the lockdown at midday, giving you really tasty, nutritious recipes that are going to boost your immune system, but they're easy to cook and they're packed with goodness. And they're suitable for the family as well. Today is a particularly good one for the family. It's a recipe that I've made for years and years and years. It's dead easy, and if you are the sort of family that eats bucket loads of cereal, this is a really good alternative to all those sugary cereals, and also the shop bought alternative, and it is homemade granola. So we're going to get to making that so we can pop it in the oven, and hopefully it'll be cooked by the end of the Facebook Live. The original recipe is in my original book, Go Faster Food. We also have a granola recipe, rainbow granola, in Go Faster Food for Your Active Family. And also there is a recipe in the Let's Cook resources that are free to download on gobites.com on the website. So let's get going. It's all about 2s. So this recipe is all about the number 2. First of all, we're going to have 200 grams of oats. So the oats that I'm using here are jumbo oats. So I think they're organic jumbo oats, these ones. I find jumbo oats are better than just the normal run-of-the-mill porridge oats. You can get normal porridge oats, and then you can get jumbo, and the jumbo ones are thicker, so they make a really creamy porridge, and they make a bit more of a substantial granola as well. So I'm going to do 200 grams of oats. There we go. Almost there. There we go. So it's 200 grams of oats. And then I would normally add about 200 grams of nuts as well. You can choose whichever nuts you want. If you don't want nuts, don't use nuts. We are going to use, because I've got some pecans, I haven't got that many of them, but I'm going to put pecans in this one. We're going to make a pecan and ginger granola, but literally every single time I make granola, I change the mixture. So a really nice one to make is almond and apricot, with dried apricots. Pecan and ginger is really good. Apple and cinnamon, all sorts of different types that you can use. You can put seeds in as well. I might put a few pumpkin seeds in. Pumpkin seeds here. So the nuts and the seeds really add to the nourishingness of the, that's not a word, is it? Nourishment of the breakfast. So lots and lots of healthy fats and protein as well. So we've got the oats, we've got the nuts, we've got some seeds. If you want, you could add some chia seeds as well. I'm going to put the chia seeds in afterwards because they can go, depends whether you like them crispy or whether you like them to sort of soak in the milk and the yogurt afterwards. So that's that. Oh, I've just forgotten. Every day we have been dedicating the Facebook Live to something specific about the situation that we are in. Today I think we're going to dedicate it to Boris. So whatever your political inclination is, I think you'll have to agree Boris has done as good a job as he can in the circumstances. I'm sure it's not what he was expecting as he became Prime Minister. And now he's got the virus and ended up in hospital last night. So let's dedicate today to, well, not just Boris, but everybody who is ill and has ended up in hospital. I know quite a few people who have personally who have got ill with coronavirus. Luckily, they've all got through it, but it takes a long time and it sounds like it was really, really nasty. So let's dedicate today to Boris and everybody else who has had the misfortune to catch the virus. So we've got 200 grams of oats, 200 grams of nuts. Now we're going to do 2 tablespoons each of the of honey, of oil, and of water. Water is the magic ingredient because that makes it go really, really crispy. So I'm going to do the water first, because if you have water on your tablespoon, that means when you pour the honey on it, it doesn't all stick to it. So we're going to have 2 tablespoons of water. 1, 2. Here we go. If you want to measure it really accurately, you'd go for like a 15 ml tablespoon measure like this, but it doesn't have to be too accurate. Then we've got 2 tablespoons of honey. There we go. Ooh, look at that. This is the only sugar that goes into this granola. So if you compare it to what goes into a shop bought granola, it's really good. It's sweet enough, and it means that every portion you've got maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons of honey, depending on how much you eat. And then we want some oil. I'm just going to grab the oil. Forgot to get that out. You can use rapeseed oil, you can use sunflower oil. Sunflower oil I think is quite good because it doesn't taste of anything. You don't want to use olive oil or anything, because that's got too much flavour, and it stops it, it doesn't go as crispy. There we go, so we've got oil, 200 grams of oats, 200 grams of nuts, 2 tablespoons each of honey, oil and water. And then we're going to add some spice, because I'm going to go pecan and ginger. I'm going to add a teaspoon of ground ginger, give it some real depth, and I think just a little bit of cinnamon as well. Again, you can play about, you can use whatever nuts you've got in the cupboard, and you know, if you haven't got the jumbo oats, if you've just got normal porridge oats, you can still use that, it still works. It's just that magic mixture, that magic number really of the mixture of oats, oil, honey and water, so 2 tablespoons of each, and then 200 grams of oats, and that's what you get a nice bit of crunchiness from. So that's it, all mixed together. We add the dried fruit afterwards, otherwise the heat makes the dried fruit go all sort of hard and chewy, and there's nothing you want less than really chewy dried fruit in the morning. And then I'm just going to pop that on you need a large baking tray. This is my grill pan, which I'm just going to use to give a really large surface area to spread the granola out in, because you want it all to go crispy. So the larger the pan you've got, the better really. Right then. Okay, so we're going to pop that in the oven at about 180, 200 degrees. And we put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then take it out, give it a shake about, and then put it in the oven for another 5-10 minutes. And when it comes out, it's actually, it's not crispy at all, it's all soggy. And you just leave it on the side for 5 minutes or so, and it crisps up like magic. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, who have we got here today? Let's have a look. Who's joined us this morning? Whoop, here we go. Ooh, loads of people. Let's have a look. So, let's see the comments. Sandy, Michael, hey Kate personally looks good already. Faith, just run out, so need to make more. Ah, good. Hey, looking forward to this. Ben, hi Kate and Mark. Hi everybody, I hope you're well. What have you been doing this morning so far? I know a lot of schools, probably all of them actually, are now on holiday, so you've got your kids at home without any schoolwork and without any friends to play with. So maybe this is something you could get them into the kitchen to make. It's really, really easy, and it's also a really good snack for them to have instead of something really sugary. I find that my kids, if they've been out, playing in the garden or whatever, they come back in, and if you have a bit of granola on the table, they'll help themselves to that rather than a less healthy alternative, shall we say. The only thing is you have to kind of monitor it a bit, because otherwise it just disappears, because every time someone passes the bowl of granola they just steal some and it does go very quickly because it's so tasty. Oh, Will Bolton-Jones is watching. Hi Will, how are you this morning? So we're making granola this morning. To anybody who's just joined, my name's Kate and welcome to Cook with Kate. We're live streaming every day at midday, cooking up some fantastic lockdown recipes. This week we've got a bit of a challenge in that I'm trying not to do any shopping, stay at home as much as I can, and we're just using recipes, using ingredients that we already have. So today we're making tomorrow we're going to make some chocolate courgette muffins, which are really nice because I've got a courgette and I've got some dark chocolate. So what better excuse have you got than to make some chocolate muffins? Then Wednesday we're going to make a tagine with some chicken and butternut squash. I've still got a butternut squash left. Thursday we are making a tomato soup, and then Friday Mark has just admitted to the fact that we might not have any chocolate in the cupboard anymore. So, having decided that we're going to do a chocolate courgette muffins tomorrow, we might just be making courgette muffins without the chocolate, unless we, maybe he needs to just go out to the shop and get some chocolate and not eat it when I'm not looking. And then on Friday we're going to make some lemon drizzle crunch cakes. We've got a couple of really nice lemons that we'll need to eat up actually, because they'll be going off by the end of the week. So let's use them. So Ben, it's looking okay. Picture quality is a bit up and down, but audio is good. Okay. Yeah, I think it might be the Wi-Fi that's a bit dodgy today because everybody's on it. The kids are probably all on their Xboxes and things as well, so it's kind of, let's hope that it is looking a bit blurry, isn't it? So sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do about it because it's a rubbish Wi-Fi. While the granola is cooking, I thought maybe we could just make, with the leftovers of the oats, some homemade muesli, because I find that often when you get muesli in the shops, it's got stuff that you don't really want in it. So if you make your own, you can actually just decide what you're going to put in it. So I've got my porridge oats here. I'll just keep it in this jar. So I'm going to chop up some, I think I've got some, where are they? Got some cashew nuts. I'm going to put a handful, literally this is so easy, just put a handful of cashew nuts in. These cashew nuts are slightly roasted as well. I've got some prunes. I'm going to pop some prunes in, chop those up. They add a really nice sweetness. You could maybe just add some raisins if you like. I've run out of raisins, I have no idea where the raisins are, so I must have run out. Pop some prunes in. I've also got some almonds here, so I'm going to add a few more almonds. So we've got a really nice nutty muesli. if I can get into it. There we go. Some almonds chopped. I don't want too many of them. Chop up some almonds. What do you like in your muesli? What's your favourite? Hi Kate, we're all okay, thank you. Hope you and your family are too. I've been making a shopping list this morning, trying to work out family meal ideas using the awesome, amazing Go Faster Food book. Oh, that's fantastic. Good, I'm glad. What I've tried to do, I don't know which book you're using, but I know in this one, if you have a look on these little icons here, it'll tell you whether the recipe is good for before or after exercise, tells you whether it's vegetarian or not, and then here there's a little plate with a pound on it. So that means that that recipe is under £2 under £2 a portion. So if you are looking at maybe saving a little bit of cash, you could say that here's that creamy sweet corn soup that we made last week. That's got a little pound on it, so that's a budget meal, as it were. So if you're trying to save a little bit of cash, then have a look at that. Have a look at the recipes with the pound on. So let's pop the almonds in. I think a little bit of spice as well. I think we'll pop a little bit of cinnamon in here. You could get the kids to do this. This is just literally a mixing game. And one thing that I really, really like in muesli is toasted coconut chips. So I'm going to pop some coconut in it. I think the combination of prunes and cashews and coconut is really, really good. So there we go. Just going to stir that around. I haven't got very many. I would normally use a lot more oats, but I haven't got very many left. So that's a really nice muesli for tomorrow. So Faith just shared. Thank you, Faith. Thank you very much for sharing. It would be fantastic if all of you could share. It would be really brilliant. What we're trying to do is just help people who are at home with their families, who are kind of running out of food and really trying not to go to the shops too much. Just use up the ingredients that they've got in the house. The other thing is that we've got the free resources that you can download on the website, so you can get the kids into the kitchen, whatever age they are, and they can sort of learn about carbohydrates and how to cook with carbohydrates. The carbohydrate resource has got a really nice recipe for banana pancakes, oaty banana pancakes, so that's really good. So your muesli, whatever you put into it, a really top tip is you can make it the night before, so you can add some yogurt to it and some milk, maybe some oat milk or almond milk, and then just let it soak in, and then the following morning you can just add a little bit of more yogurt to loosen it up, maybe grate an apple on top of it, and that's what they call bircher muesli, and that is absolutely delicious. Just drizzle a little bit of honey over the top, and you don't, your breakfast is there waiting for you in the fridge. You don't have to do anything apart from a dollop of yogurt on the top. I'm just going to go into the oven to see how the granola's doing, because it's smelling fantastic. Mark, could you pass me one of those tea towels? Oh, there you go. Thank you. Oop, thank you very much. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, so if you can see, that is doing really quite nicely. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it over. Oh, it smells so good. It's the ginger in it. The other thing you can do is put some fresh ginger, if you like, in. Grate some fresh ginger in. Of course, ginger is really good. I know, is Michael listening? So if you're into your sport, ginger is really good. Fresh ginger is really good to eat after you've done your sport, because it contains what's the word? The word has gone from me. I'm having a brain fade. Never mind, it'll come back to me later. Anyway, it's good for the muscles. It's Monday. It's Monday. So yeah, I'll put it on the feed. Why ginger and garlic are really, really good. Anti-inflammatory, thank you. So ginger and garlic have anti-inflammatory properties. So eating ginger, garlic, chili, spices after exercise is a really good idea because it helps the muscles keep healthy. So we've got Alistair McLeod. Hello Alistair, how are you? We've got Gillian. Yes, using the book you just picked up. It's my kitchen Bible, sending a son to the shops, so it will be potluck, potluck, as to what he can actually find. Yeah, I know, well I haven't been to the shops, so I don't know what's in there, but the local independents have really got quite a lot of stock, although we've been advised not to go into the independents too much, so it's chicken and egg. So the granola is cooking really nicely. We've made some extra muesli. What I'm going to do now is show you just something that makes it a little bit special, and that's what we call the rainbow breakfast. So I'm going to take, I'm going to use a jar actually. This is really good if you are going to the office. For those who are going to the office, or you might be an NHS worker or something. I know you haven't got access to the canteen or anything, so you could maybe take this with you to work and have it as a quick snack in the staff room when if you have a moment. So what we've got is we've got a few bits of raspberries. Luckily, Mark hasn't eaten the raspberries, which he didn't even know they were there. He's looking quizzically at me. So we have some raspberries left. So we're going to put a layer of raspberry and then a layer of natural yogurt over there. A layer of natural yogurt. And then what we'll do is we'll have another layer of raspberries, I think, over the top. And then we're going to top it up with the muesli with the granola when it comes out of the oven. So here we are. Ben Abbas made the Anzac cookies at the weekend with the kids. Went down very well. Yes, somebody posted on the feed that they'd made Anzac cookies, and they were New Zealanders, and they said in New Zealand or in their family they always put chocolate on the top, so they posted a picture of Anzac cookies with a little bit of chocolate on the top, which looked quite nice actually, I have to say. So I'm going to take the granola out. I put it, oh, that looks lovely. Okay, there it is. I would normally maybe cook it for a couple more minutes, just to make it extra crispy, but this looks fantastic anyway. So what we're going to do now is, while it's waiting to crisp up, I'm going to add some, actually what I'll do is grab a knife board and to burn the surface. I'm going to pop the granola here, and I'm going to chop up, while that's cooling down, I'm going to chop up my dried apple and my crystallized ginger. So the dried apple, so these are dried apple rings. I bought them in Holland and Barrett a while ago actually, but they're still good, and they are really nice. I have to chop them up quite small, so they're the sort of raisin sized, and then we can pop that onto the granola. So that's going to go really nicely with the pecan and the ginger, the dried ginger that's in the granola. So dried apple. So if you're doing an online shop and you fancy making this granola, I think Ocado does dried apple. I think most supermarkets do, or you can get it online at Holland and Barrett, where you can also get Go Bites. Just saying. One thing that's really nice, talking about Go Bites, is putting them on top of your muesli. Lots of people post on Instagram pictures of their muesli or their porridge with Go Bites chopped up on top. Particularly the hazelnut and cacao ones seem to be quite popular. So I'm going to cut the crystallized ginger. The crystallized ginger is, I have to say, a bit naughty because it is coated in sugar. So if you want to be extra healthy, you might not want to add the crystallized ginger and use just fresh ginger instead. But I love crystallized ginger so much, and just a little bit doesn't, just a little bit's all right, isn't it? So there's everything in moderation, as they say. So I'm going to pop that onto the granola. There we go. So we've got pecans in there. If you've just joined, we've made granola, homemade granola. That's with, we'll put the recipe up on the feed, but it's with 200 grams of oats and 200 grams of nuts, 2 tablespoons each of oil, of honey and of water. We've used some ground ginger as well, and we've cooked it in the oven for about 20 minutes at 180, and we've just left it to crisp up. It's gone crispy already. It's gone crispy already. Lovely, really lovely. So I'm just going to, you can hear it. You can hear the crispiness, can't you? So just going to mix that together. There we go. What exercise has everybody done today? Have you done your daily exercise yet? I have been, well, Mark and I did a 10-mile run at the weekend, which was a very hilly one, I have to say, so my legs feeling a bit tired. So we went for a walk and we did a 30-minute Pilates workout. It was Mark's first time doing a Pilates workout, and I think, did you enjoy it? How's the core feeling? Pretty good, yeah. So I think that might be a new thing that we do. What have you done? What have you done today? Have you been out yet? It's such a beautiful day. Oh my goodness, so many comments.